Yo, it's your boy Locos, and I want to react to this video, this new content creator that I never seen before, because I know about the Redpill, I know about the Manosphere, and I've been using Twitch since it was called Justin.tv. So I'm more aware about some of the inner workings of it when it comes to like the chat, content creators, some of the parasocial stuff, and how it can be weird sometimes. But just going off of the title alone, of course I'm gonna disagree with Pokimane. Twitch is very, very heavy on the censorship. One of the guys that I watch, who was very red pill, but not much recently, he gets banned. He gets suspended a lot. And he doesn't even go into the red pill super heavy like Fresh and Fit and all these other people. That's another thing. Fresh and Fit and many red pill people like Sneeko, Andrew Tate, they're banned off of Twitch. So I don't understand what she's saying. Excuse me. It just sounds like an excuse, not taking accountability because she's been through BS. She's been through drama, and it's been her own fault. But let's get into it.
Pokimane is one of the largest female streamers on the internet, so you would think she would understand how people on the internet act and how there are many, many trolls out there, but instead of just accepting the fact that sometimes people are not going to like her takes or her content, now that she is leaving Twitch, she is blaming prepubescent little boys and Manosphere Redpill BS as the reason why she's ditching her Twitch exclusivity.
Funny, because I would say, of course not all, but I would say a decent chunk of her population of viewers are probably kind of pupubescent little boys, maybe like 10 to 13, maybe just in puberty, that only follow her because they think she's cute, and they have this weird parasocial thing going on where maybe someday she'll notice me or someday she'll like me. It's not just guys do it with guys on Twitch too, whether it's just your favorite streamer, they want to donate a whole bunch of money, they want to keep spamming the message in chat to see if they'll see it, all this other weird stuff. But it's just funny for her saying that. You forget who's paying your money and paying your bills when you get to a certain point. But that's what she had that whole cookie controversy, where she was saying you're broke and all this other stuff because you don't want to pay. You don't want to pay for overpriced, shitty ass cookies. And I could just go on the corner, go to Walmart or go to a grocery store and get better cookies, bake myself in the oven compared to her bullshit ones. But no accountability, and you put her on the pedestal because of her looks, her fans. This is what you get.
I have a few things to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, follow me on social media, and consider supporting through Patreon or through YouTube memberships. Now, of course, instead of blaming herself for her pretty bad takes and them going viral and her facing backlash, she is saying it is everybody else's fault that sometimes she's highly criticized. This is a .esports article. It says Pokimane said she will stream for the first time on YouTube, reconfirming that she has not re-signed an exclusivity deal with Twitch and is free to stream wherever she likes. Now, of course, as a content creator myself on YouTube, I think that YouTube is a pretty good platform. I personally wouldn't want to deal with Twitch and the fact that they are constantly not actually giving platforms a stable environment, and 1 minute you might be their favorite, then the next minute they might hate you, they
That's
might
true.
ban you, and then of course they change their rules around but aren't actually clear and concise on what their guidelines are. I wouldn't want to deal with that. But it says the popular content creator has streamed exclusively on Twitch for several years but will begin to test the waters and stream on potentially multiple platforms, which is great for her. That's her business choice. But instead of just saying, oh, I've decided to broaden my horizons and see if the pastures are truly greener on the other side, she has decided to blame men for this decision. For the last couple of years, is it just me, or yeah, do you guys also feel like it has regressed a lot, she said, of Twitch's community on a new episode of her podcast, and especially with the rise of so much Manosphere red pill bullshit, I feel that stuff has flourished within the male-dominating live streaming sphere of things. Manosphere?
That's ridiculous because, like I said at the start, Fresh and Fit, Andrew Tate, and any other big live streamer that's deep into the manosphere or the red pill and they put out that type of content are banned. They're not on Twitch. They're on Rumble, they're on Kick, Nico is banned. Like, this is It's just a made up story. Even the biggest streamers like Kai or Asmongold or anybody else, like I don't know all of them, but those two are especially Kai, he's the number one. But those guys and many others, they're not talking about red pill stuff. They're playing games, they're doing events, they're doing reactions. They're not really talking about red pill. They're not really talking about what's your body count or your sexual marketplace value. They're not talking about that stuff. Like I follow one guy, like I said earlier, that talks about every now and then, but it's not on the same scale or in the same type of conversation as Fresh and Fit. And Fresh and Fit, they still put out content, I think, on YouTube, but they've been demonetized. There's a whole bunch of honestly, like this makes it even more stupid. Red Pill is way more spread out and entrenched into YouTube compared to Twitch. Like, we don't know any Red Pill people on Twitch. YouTube, that's where they started from. And a lot of them are still there. You have that whatever podcast that's been going viral for multiple times, for multiple reasons. And I did a couple videos where they were saying bullshit, especially that guy saying endure abuse as a woman. Yeah, I don't know what he was smoking, maybe a crack pipe, but he's still on YouTube. The podcast is still on YouTube, so I don't think it's because of Red Pill BS or leaving. It's because she wanted more money and she don't like criticism. But if it's really the criticism, you're gonna get criticism no matter where you go. It's social media.
Here, that is complete feminist rhetoric, and I mean, I can't be surprised, right? It's the online demographic that skews males the most, so of course Manosphere stuff would kind of perform better there, and you guys already know who and what I'm talking about. Oh yes, we do.
I don't.
She is attacking the larger male streamers on the platform like XQC and Asmongold.
Has been going on talk about any type of red pill manosphere stuff. Like, of course, some things like he may agree with, but he doesn't have like the attitude of like a Fresh and Fit or the whatever podcast. He doesn't talk about red pill stuff. I wouldn't even say maybe 10% or 5% of the stuff he react to. It's mostly just gaming, or maybe sometimes every now and then politics or something that's going viral. Mostly gaming. It is not anything red pill. Same with Kai. Kai, I don't know the last time he had any guy from the red pill on or talking about that stuff. I don't know if he ever did, to be honest. He always had like events or a schedule. I don't know, like performances or guest interviews, like rappers, singers. Like the time he went to prison and did that whole skit. So, oh, XQC. Eh, I don't watch XQC a lot. I've never seen him being taught in the conversation as the red pill guy. Sneeko, I've done videos on that, but XQC, not really. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments.
She is accusing these guys of what, just trying to be entertaining. They do these things not to be mean or make people uncomfortable or to get their audiences to attack the individuals they talk about, but just because she doesn't find it entertaining and she doesn't think that their audiences and communities are healthy, she's attacking them.
I think yeah, that and they just don't disagree with her because I think Asmongold did do a few videos about the whole cookie controversy when she released or made the cookies she had made available for purchase, and he did do a few videos about that, and he criticized her for that, turns like the price and all this other stuff when talking about bulk boys and all this other bullshit. But that's not red pill. That's just talking about his opinion related to being a consumer, which you should care about if you're a business owner. You're selling the product to consumers who have an option if they want to buy it or not. So why would you, I don't know, insult them, degrade them, try to scam them? Like, it's your own fault. But accountability is kryptonite.
She went on to talk about how this kind of bigotry and shit spewing is normalized on Twitch from some of the most popular and well established, typically male creators, and it makes it hard for her to exist in an industry and community and watch that shit happen and act like it's no big deal. Now, after reading this a couple of times, I am just so disappointed that she is one of the largest female streamers out there because she, in no way, shape, or form, understands the internet. We all know that there are tons of trolls that go into
Exactly.
live streams just to try to cause a ruckus, right? I stream 4 times a week, and trolls constantly come into my stream. It's part of the game, and by calling them
Exactly.
out, you're giving attention to them.
And they feed off of it. Like it's not that hard to figure out. They wouldn't say this stuff in person. They only say it because it's behind the computer screen. So they'll say any mess up thing, any disrespectful type of thing, whether it's sexist, racist, anything at all, just to get a rise out of people or just to be edgy. Like I remember I was watching Asmongold play, I think Mountain Blade, Bannerlord 2, like maybe 2 or 3 months ago. And one guy that he was in the server with, well, he wasn't playing with the guy. It was the guy that was already on the server that Asmongold joined into. And as he was riding around trying to look at everything, the guy just started screaming the N word over and over and over again. Because, being a dumbass, being edgy, trying to be funny, trying to be, hardcore. It's just part of the game. Like, it's just easy to dismiss it. You're a loser. You wouldn't say that to anybody's face. Stop acting like this. Get a life. You're gonna grow up someday. I hope, and then move on. Like she just pulling shit out of her ass, and I'm talking about Pokimane.
But to call out others who are simply trying to entertain their audiences is absolutely pathetic. Why not just focus on your own content, building the audience you like, and move on? They are not the ones creating the trolls that are coming after you. When you become famous, you will always have detractors. You've just got to grow up and deal with it. When you let them get to you, if you let them know that they've won, and let's be honest, she's had a lot of bad takes, they are going to continue to come after you. If you say something ridiculous, you are going to get roasted for it the exact same way that a male creator would, and just because you're a female creator does not mean that you receive more backlash because of your bad takes. No, you are receiving the same amount that they would, and if they have a larger audience than you, they are going to also be receiving more backlash. That's just the way that it goes. That's the way streaming is. And again, when you
Exactly.
say
And Asmongold literally tried to get people tried to get Asmongold canceled like a week or two ago. Over his opinion over AI related to video games and media. Like people just get upset over anything, no matter what it may be, and they'll try to cancel you. So what she's saying is absolutely true. In this case with Pokimane, I wouldn't say canceling her is justified, but definitely saying this is bullshit. You trying to pull this scam off on me? There's nothing wrong with that.
something dumb online, you are going to get backlash. It is the internet. It's the way that it works. The more bad takes you have, the more detractors you'll have. But instead, she just
Exactly.
tries to play on gender here, saying, oh, it's just the manosphere and I have to leave Twitch because they're not nice to women. Sure, I'm not as big as her, but I've had my fair share of backlash over my takes and trolls who try to get me upset. I just move on because it's the internet. People troll me or criticize my takes, and I don't really care. That doesn't stem from what another creator's doing. It's because of what I do, and I accept that. Of course, back and forth drama can and does happen between social media personalities, and fans of each person will go after the other person, but in general, there isn't a massive general audience of people being created by the types of streamers that she's talking about and that she's targeting with her bullshit feminist rhetoric.
Exactly. And didn't Gideon have an issue with her? Yeah, he did. And I don't know if it was him, like her accusing him of sending people over to harass her or all this other stuff. But if that was the case, she knows for a fact that there will be backlash against that Twitch or the platform YouTube will handle that. Because from my memory, didn't Gideon get like suspended or demonetized, or he got some type of punishment for that whole controversy with Pokimane. Unless I'm getting people confused, I'm 99% sure he has some type of drama with Pokimane within the past like 3 or so, maybe even 4 years going back to the pandemic.
And let's be honest, Pokimane is no stranger to controversy, and she says and does things that she must know are going to face backlash and ultimately get her being talked about because just a few months ago, she had the cookie debate. I know math is hard
Exactly.
when you're an idiot. Pokimane slams broke boys for criticizing cost of her cookies. My
The fact that I know math is why I know I'm not gonna buy that BS. Like the math don't add up compared to what I'm purchasing and how much it costs. Like the value isn't there. But I'm a broke boy because I don't want to just throw away my money. That's how rich people got to where they are. Just throwing money away, stuff that's not good value or not a good investment. Sure, Pokimane, I will take to your peer pressure and get 10 orders of your BS cookies.
snacks, she should have just came out and said, if you do not want to spend the money or you cannot afford to spend the money on them, don't. They're cookies. That would have been fine. Everybody would have applauded her saying, wow, actually a level-headed take. But instead she called people an idiot for trying to either, in some cases, break down the cost and say I could purchase cookies that are very similar for a cheaper price, or people just trying to say, listen, why would I want to spend money on your product? At the end of the day, it's not like it's something that I can have forever, like a shirt or a mug or a mouse pad. It's cookies. And she took it personally, and that's the number one rule of the internet. Do not take things personally, or else the internet is going to eat you alive. But it's like she does things and says things that of course are going to get people talking about her. Maybe she also said this so that people would talk about her, but it just does not look good for her. And even if people are talking, I personally do not I don't subscribe to the theory of all press is good press, even negative press, because yeah, you are getting absolutely destroyed over your takes recently, Pokimane. And the more you spout, feminist rhetoric like this, prepubescent little boys and manosphere red pill bullshit, you're only going to continue to get roasted for it and receive the backlash that you're now whining about. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And
Yeah, I'll definitely have the link to the original video in the description down below. And I agree with excuse me. I agree with everything that she said. People aren't old. I'm sorry, Pokimane doesn't deserve your money for some BS cookies or any BS product that her or any other person, company, entity give out for public sale on the free market. If you want people's money, have a good product, have a good service. It's funny, as much popularity and money that she has, and I imagine it took, maybe a few years to cultivate. You should understand that with her entertainment value to whoever watches her, and if I don't, she must have some type of entertainment value to some person. And all her viewers, she you should just understand that people isn't just gonna watch or buy anything you throw in their face. If that was the case, there would be many other Pokemones and she wouldn't be special. But ego, accountability, lack thereof. Nothing really surprises me about her because she's been through this shit before. And honestly, I was sort of following the cookie stuff only through Asmongold, and I heard about the Gideon stuff. So overall, she just keep losing. She keep having bad takes and doing bad things. And of course, she can't fix it. She can't change it, but she can't even be accountable for one thing. So it is what it is. Sure. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. It's your boy Logos. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Peace.